English with Deck. Yo, how's it going? I hope everyone is enjoying themselves at the moment. Not too much. Taking it easy and sort of restraining oneself, No overindulgence, I hope. Just indulgence. I think we're all reasonably guilty of overindulging every now and again. You know, maybe it's a box of chocolates that you get as a gift, and it's like one of those. What's it called? Lindor? Lindor? The really gold, fancy, shiny chocolates. They look really nice and tasty and enticing. Great word there. Enticing. They look attractive. They look like they want to be eaten. You receive a box of those and you open the box and one is gone. And then a few minutes later, another one and another and another. And before you know it, you've overindulged. You feel like crap, you feel a bit ill, and you have eaten most of the box. Or maybe it is a box of cookies, a pack of beer, a bottle of wine, a burger. It could be anything. Usually, the more unhealthy something is, the easier it is to overindulge in, and the tastier it is. Not always, not always. Many, many, many healthy foods are very easy to overindulge in, but generally speaking, the more unhealthy food is, the easier it is to overindulge in. And I'm not ashamed. I will admit, I have demolished a pack of cookies in a very short time frame. There have been occasions where I have overindulged and eaten way too many cookies, cakes, candies, you name it. Although I will be honest on the candy front, I'm not a big candy lover. Don't get me wrong, I do like the odd one. I get a hankering for one occasionally, some candy that is. But generally speaking, I'm a cake and cookie man. And being in Japan, there are the convenience stores, which are renowned for their convenience. Ho, 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 ho. It's in the name, you don't say. Ho, 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 ho. But yes, they live up to their name. The convenience stores here are phenomenal. I mean, even the lowest quality convenience store is still miles better than your average convenience store back in the UK. And when I say convenience store, for you people who are not aware of that English, although I'm pretty sure everyone will, in England, we would usually say off license or newsagents. To my knowledge, the word convenience store has quite an American English ring to it. Now, that doesn't mean either or is correct or either or is incorrect. Just be aware that in England we do call them slightly different names. Just to summarize, well, convenience store, it's in the name, it's convenient. It's a store, a shop that is convenient. An off license, well, an off license is simply a shop that is authorized, allowed to sell alcohol, or otherwise known as alcoholic beverages, for consumption, for drinking, to consume, to take, in the case of drink, to take the alcohol off premises. So a pub or a bar would be on license. You wouldn't use this word really at all, but they are on license. They sell alcohol to be consumed on premises, on location. Whereas off license means they can be consumed off premises, off location. There is a little bit more to it than that, but that is the long and short of it. And also, I said the word newsagents. Well, a newsagent is a shop which sells the news. It's an agent that sells the news. Okay, now we've quickly covered what they are, and as I said, they're all very similar. However, now let's get to the nitty-grittiness of why the ones in Japan are so phenomenally bloody good. Well, okay, so firstly, you have so many things inside. All of the main chains, anyway, have an abundance of goods, an abundance of food products, alcohol, daily life essentials, and most importantly, services available. Now, let's compare that quickly to the ones in England. Well, of course, they do sell a variety of things. Maybe they sell newspapers, some food, some snacks. Maybe they sell some tobacco, for example, alcohol, and maybe a couple of household bits, but nothing to a large degree. Nothing to as large a degree as in the Japanese ones. And now here's the key point: the quality. The quality is as good, if not better sometimes, than some of the proper shop bought goods. So maybe you go to the hardware shop, or maybe you go to the 100 yen shop, the pound shop as we call it in England. Anyway, my point is, comparing the products to other shops, there is very little difference. Now, of course, in England, we can pay our bills, our electric, our gas, etc., at the convenience store to a degree, but it's only certain types which can be paid at the convenience store off license or newsagents in England. So you are limited there. Now, I think one reason people love them so much in Japan, it comes down to three things. Quality. The quality is damn good. It's good. The price is high, but you pay for the convenience. So I want some late night snacks, boom, go to the convenience store. If I want, and a lot of them are 24 hours. If they're not, they are open late and also open very early in the morning. So you have the convenience factor. Number two, the variety of products available. Big stores and little stores, they tend to have, obviously the bigger one has more product, but they all have a decent amount available for you, and the price is usually the same consistently. And I think another factor of why they are so popular is simply there are so many of them. Don't get me wrong, in England, on every not every street corner, but a lot of the street corners in towns or in the major parts of town, you will find at least one newsagent, one corner shop. Apologies, I forgot to say, we also call it a corner shop because it is, I did make a note of that, hall. It will be placed on the corner of a street, the meeting point of two communities, for example. Anyway, yes, so you have so many locations in Japan. Now, it goes to say, big population, they need more facilities available. Okay, but that does add to their popularity. And now let's just think about what we've said today in these next 4 phrases. Okay, let's go. 1, they've got everything. 2, that's so convenient. 3, I didn't expect that. 4, I wish we had this. Okay, and as always, let's go. So, Japanese convenience stores are amazing. If I want to go late at night or early in the morning, I can. If I want to buy ice cream or I want to buy stationery, I can. That's so convenient, right? They've got everything there. When I first came to Japan, I'd heard of these convenience stores, but I didn't expect it. You know, I kind of wish we had these in England. Okay, well, I hope that's helpful for you guys, and as always, feel free to rewind, slow down, or even speed up if you would like a challenge. Okay, well, I hope you have a wonderful morning, a fabulous evening, but for now, bye now, see you next time.